So, Eric, at a particular point, you have done a monitoring and evaluation. Your dashboard is there, is indicating you the status at the moment. Now, moving forward, how do we inform our bosses about these things that we found out from the dashboard, through the dashboard, when we were doing our monitoring evaluation?
So during the whole dashboard evaluation and monitoring thing, you would pick up, how do I put it, after that evaluation and monitoring, you get to a stage where to say, we go back to the top guys who actually say, you guys need to implement, to say, report back now. What is that? And then how far we're doing in terms of what we've planned initially. You now go report back to say, this is how far we've gone. These are the deviations, or these are the hurdles. Now you go to a stage where you point this is what went well, this is what didn't go, these are the hurdles, these are the deviations, this is how we try to mitigate of that dashboard in a more reporting type of way. So that reporting piece, because they need to know to say, guys, we've given all of these things, you now need to come back with feedback to say what is happening out there. It can be other customers or other stakeholders, or it could be maybe it was a sales target to say, how are we doing now?
And which module at the JBS MBA has equipped you with the ability to report?
I think in fact for me, all of them, because there was in terms of doing assignments and then in terms of the knowledge I've gained, there was a piece where you're actually forced to say, it's more of an application to say, yes, these are the learnings. How do you now take them and consolidate them and come to a conclusion? That's a reporting piece to say, you don't put everything haphazardly. You need to come to a point where you consolidate and report. But over and above all of them, there's one particular one was quite short, which was basic. I think it was basic business skills, and somebody has basic business skills. So that one actually was to say, all of us can write a story, but there's a particular way which you need to position depending on your stakeholder. So it was teaching us those skills to say, how do you write a business report? How do you report back? You need to understand your stakeholders to give them, because sometimes you don't want to present something technical for marketing people, for an example. So you need to know your stakeholders. So it positions us in such a way to say, you need to know your stakeholders for you to report the right way for them to understand the point you're trying to make. So that basic business skills in terms of to say how do you write reports and all those things.
I like that. That basic business skills that you acquired in your modules that teach you how to put together reports. That is it.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not enough to understand the importance of reporting. It's necessary that you have a basic technical skills to put together reports. That is what reporting is about. Yeah.
Definitely. Understanding the basics of writing, not putting, like you mentioned earlier on, you were talking about that sometimes you use this textbook language and the language and the jargon that doesn't make sense. You need to make it, hence the basic business skills. Basic business skill does not mean it's something that is just basic. It's actually saying, how do you make sure you write something that every stakeholder will understand in your business in terms of reporting?
Just out of interest, in organizing your ideas, your information and your thoughts, there are a number of tools that we normally use. I don't know whether you have been taught tools at your JBS Business School, like mind mapping, brainstorming. Have you heard of those, or you perhaps know them from somewhere?
In terms of
putting together and organizing your information that you are going to report on.
Yes, there's quite a few actually.
And did you come up? Maybe you might have not covered them yet at your business school, but is there a module in particular that has sort of like taught you how to organize thoughts, ideas, information, and knowledge? Which one is that?
the key one actually for me was, there's two, but I'll pick one. It's again coming back to competitive strategy.
Yes.
There was a way to say, remember, you might have all those gatherings, but you need to put them in such a way, because now the ESCO level are looking for high level to say, okay, these are the findings. You don't need to put a verbatim of what is happening out there. So I think for me, competitive strategy is given a lot of tools to say, how do you put ideas together? How do you even sometimes have a way, tools to say, how do you put a strategy together? Either in terms of communicating, planning itself. So I think that module actually, for me today, is the one that is actually more covering some of the steps in the business functions. When it comes to planning, there were tools when it comes to planning. There were tools to say, how do you communicate? There were tools to organize your thoughts. And then there were tools to report back, including innovative management as well.
Wow.
And operations as well, actually.
So it's a very integrated program that the Johannesburg Business School has put together for you, your MBA program.
Yes.
Great.